Okay, so good day everyone. Today I'm going to show you just a simple web-based notification system, no? Where I use Message Broker or the RabbitMQ and an event streaming platform like Apache Kafka. No? Okay, so in the previous video I showed you how I downloaded it and installed the RabbitMQ and Kafka, and I demoed it just a little. So today I'm here designing and I'm explaining to you on how this works. Okay, so first we have here the SAM control panel. Okay, so why I use SAM control panel, no? Because SAM control panel ma- is where we use to manage and control the local server environment on our computer. So it's especially helpful when we are developing websites or application, no? So we have here the Apache. We're going to start this. So this is our web server. This also allows us to test our own computer using localhost, no, without using any internet, no. So this is perfect for us students who are developing and building projects, no. So this is also what we call all-in-one package. Okay, so we started here the SAP control panel, so also the Apache. Okay, so we're going to proceed now to our notification system, but first we're going to open the Kafka so that we can see the process and how this works. Okay, so open here. We're going to open here the Kafka. We're gonna type here the CMD. Okay. So here, I have also ready the code that I used in the previous video. So we're going to open and activate the Kafka server properties. Okay. So enter. So we wait until this works now. Okay. So our Kafka now is activated. So we're gonna open another CMD. So just what I used in the previous video. So we're going to open and create a topic, no, for notification before we proceed in our UI. Okay, so now it's our topics are now created. So okay, let's proceed here in SAMP. Um, we're going to open SAMP, and we're going to go to the file in our code. Okay, so we're gonna run here the CMD. So later on, I'm going to explain here the codes and how this works now. Okay, so we have here the CMD in our laboratory. So I have also already here the codes that we're going to use. So this is the Kafka consumer. So waiting for events. All right. So next is we're going to open the last CMD here. Okay, we're gonna just stay put, and later on we're going to show and differentiate the RabbitMQ consumer. So first I'm going to show you the Kafka consumer. All right. So let's go to the Chrome. Let's open the Chrome, and we're gonna type here the local host. And we're gonna here. We're going to open the SAMP folder that we used. Okay. So as you can see here, this is my UI design. So this is my notification system. Your notification title, message, and recipient. Next, we're going to open the RabbitMQ. Okay. Proceed here in queues and streams. So here I have here the stack, no. I have stack here, but it's not here. I'm not sending it. So later on, I will going to make that 0. Okay. So let's type here some, just type anything that you want, no. Let's try pet hub, like that, pet hub, and the message, hello, do you have available pets like that. No, 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 no. We're going to send it in the pet owner or pet seller. Okay, send notification. So it says here notification submission result. So RabbitMQ status success and the Kafka status success. So as you can see here, our ready queue here is earlier it's only one, right? Because it's my failed transaction that I used earlier. So I did not record it. So today here, so it's now two. I send here one. Okay. So let's proceed here in the CMD that we use. So in the Kafka consumer. Okay. So as you can see here, it's directly sent here in the Kafka consumer. So this is what I sent. Title pet hub. Recipient pet seller. Message. Hello, do you have available pets? Okay. So the difference between the Kafka and Rabbit is because the Kafka, when you send message, it's automatically pasted in here in the consumer.php. Here in the here earlier we have here the fourth one. So we're going to paste here the fourth code of the Rabbit MQ consumer. Okay. So before we enter that, let's see here. We have here two stacks, okay? Ready messages two. So this is the message broker. Before it will proceed here, we must enter here. We must enter the code, the Rabbit MQ consumer. So if we enter it, we will receive it. So this is my failed earlier. So this title, it's my day, recipient mama, hello, it's me. So our new is here the title pet hub, recipient pet seller, and a message, hello, do you have available pets? Since it was sent here, and before you see it, it's in the message broker, let's go back in the message broker. Okay, see, it's now 0, as you can see here. So that's the difference between the Kafka and the RabbitMQ. Okay, so for example, let's send another message. Notification title, research. Hello, are you ready? Let's send it in a panel like that. Send notification. So it says here the RabbitMQ status is success, and it also says here that the Kafka status is success. But what we see here, see, in the Kafka consumer panel, it's automatically sent here. So this is what we said. Research, recent panel. But here in the RabbitMQ, so it's not sent here. See? Why? Because we must, it's here, because it's here in the RabbitMQ broker. See? So this is, look, we have here 1 and 1. We can only send it in here in the CMD if we paste here the code, the rabbit consumer.php. Okay? So copy it and enter this. See? If you enter the code, it will go here. And the message broker in the Chrome, it's gone. See? So that's the difference between the two. So this is my UA system. So today, next, I'm going to explain how this works. And so earlier I showed you the UI system that I have made, the web design, yeah. Okay. So today, let's proceed here in the codes. I'm just gonna explain all the functions, how are they important, how are they connected to each other. So here in the config.php, because this is more important. Okay. Okay. So first here we have here the time and switch date. default time zone, Asia, Manila, and define use database. Okay, so why database? Why use database? So this is control system behavior. So it says here it false. So I didn't use any database, no. I only use logs. So if it's true, meaning there is a database. So this is important because it gives flexibility and can run system even without a database. Okay. Next we have here the connection settings, the database, RabbitMQ, and the Kafka. So database, this is only used in MySQL. RabbitMQ, which is the queue systems that I showed you, this queue is the message broker. And next is the Kafka. This is the streaming system that I saw that I used earlier. Okay. Next we have here the function initialize database. So this automatically creates notification tables, stores messages, it creates processing logs tables, and stores processing history. So this is important um, because we don't need to manually create database system. It only set itself up. So that's the function of the initialized database. Okay, so this is it. This is it. Oops. So I'll show you here. Creates database of matrices. Character setup. Collate. Okay. Next we have here the function, another function. Get PDO. Why get PDO? Because see this. Because this connects to database only if enabled. So we use statics.pdo. So connection is reused. It is faster and efficient. We also have here the calls. Initialize database first ensures DB plus table exists. So this is important because safe and optimized DB connection. Okay, so we have here another function which is the generate notification ID. Okay. So this creates unique ID using date and time, random bytes, and it prevents duplicate notification and it helps tracking, guys. Next, we have here the logging functions. So we have here the ensure logs directly. Here the append log, save notification like that. Okay. So this because this creates logs folder if not existing. So here in append log, it writes messages into log files and it works even without database. So it is a backup tracking system. Next is we have here the function function save notification. Okay. Saves notification details like titles, messages, recipient. So what I showed you earlier here in notification, we have your title, messages, the recipient. So that is the config. So it stores original messages data. Next, we have here another function. See? Notification, title, messages. Rabbit send, Kafka send, created at. Okay. Next, another function. We have here the update delivery flags. So update status after sending. It says one success, one failed. And we can see it in the RabbitMQ here. What I showed earlier, there is a stack here. So that's the function of it. Update delivery flags. So it tracks if messages was delivered to the system. So if it is delivered, it will go here. What I showed you earlier, like 1, 2. Yes, deliver, like that. So that is the function of the update delivery flags. Next is we have here the log processing. This so saves processing infos like platform. What is the platform that we used? RabbitMQ and Kafka, of course. Status, received, sent, or failed. So it shows full history of messages flow. So how they work together. So config sets everything. So when system runs, get PDO, connects DB, initialize database, prepares table like that. So when sending notification, we have here the generate notification UID. Where is it? Generate notification here. And after sending, we have here the update delivery flags. Here, we sent it. And after that, we have here the log processing. It records the activity. And if there's no database, so append log, it handles tracking instead. Log processing. Okay. So this file, the config. So this file config is what we call the core system manager, where it handles database, it handles logging, it handles tracking. So it supports both. It supports with database, it's a full system. Without database, it's only logs. Okay. So here in the index, so there's no need to explain this because I this is just the UI design. Okay, so this is the index here. So we have here the texture, the designs, the blue, the fonts. Here we have here rockets like that, web-based system. So this is the insides of the index.php. That margin border, na. Okay. So we have here also the Kafka consumer.php. So we have here the require ones. So it loads your main settings, Kafka logs and functions. So we have here also the okay. So this is only the Kafka consumer. This is the insides of it. Okay. So here require ones. It loads your main settings, Kafka logs and functions. Here and extensions loaded. So this checks if Kafka extension is installed. So without this, of course, our Kafka will not work. Our Kafka will not work, and there's no this will not function. Kafka won't work without this. In short, next is we have here the Kafka consumer setup. Here. So this is only the what is the insides of the Kafka. Okay. So we have here the line, title, recipient, message. Here, title, the recipient, the message, append log, consumer.log, what we used in the CMD earlier that I showed you. Okay. So this is just what's inside now. But the more important thing is the config. It really needs to be explained now. Same also here in the RabbitMQ. Okay. So here in the RabbitMQ, we have here the RabbitMQ library, load dependencies. Okay. So, okay. So this is the insides of the RabbitMQ. Okay. Next is the send net notification. That's PHP. Okay. Mm, so here in the first part, send notification. This loads the libraries. So this consumer and RabbitMQ is our library, no? So this loads libraries, the RabbitMQ, Kafka, and config helper function. And it also ensures that the page is only accessed via post, otherwise and redirects. Next is this. Okay, this. So this gets the user's inputs. So this checks for empty fields, stops execution if invalid. Next is the notification here. So this creates a structured notification, generates a unique ID, and converts to JSON for RabbitMQ and Kafka. Next is uh, next is the this. So this tracks if each platform successfully receives the message, and this also stores any errors for display and logging. Next is the save notification. Um, this. So this is only optional DB storage. So this is only used for database. So if any failure, of course, automatically error. Next is the this. So this connects to RabbitMQ, declares the queue, sends JSON's message, marks success or logs errors. Okay. So next is send notification to Kafka. This connects to Kafka, sends message topic, polls, and flushes producers to ensure deliveries and update logs, status, or logs errors. Update delivery flags. Okay. And the logging. So that is the insides of the sends notification.php. Okay. So here in the RabbitMQ. So what's the insides of the here? The overview, connection, channels, exchange, queues and streams, and also the admin, which is okay. The Kafka consumer, see, log processing, Kafka position, reach out to partition, waiting for new events, okay. The more important thing is needed to be explained is the config because this is where all the functions, and this is the core systems of all. So, okay. So that's all for the web system, simple web system that I used. So I'm not really much that guy that you expected, but I hope that you learned something about my explanation. Okay, so all right, everyone, thank you, and have a blessed day to you guys. So see you in my next video.